Hi, I'm Andrew Kreisberg. I'm co-creator and executive producer of The Flash.
And I'm Greg Berlanti.
We're really excited. It's going to have some of the biggest special effects we've ever attempted.
And then we have sort of a new way to introduce all sorts of incredible villains. So we couldn't be more pumped.
Bad Team Flash is trying to stop Savitar. And these are the final moments. I remember Andrew Kreisberg coming to me and telling me how it would all kind of go down in the end. And I remember saying to him, that is so cool. Young girls and young boys everywhere are going to be thrilled with her being the one to kind of take that final shot at Savitar.
All these months you were trying to save me from him. Look at that, I saved you.
It's empowering. It's empowering that Iris, who's kind of been this damsel all season and kind of struggled with Savitar looming over her, she's the one that has the final say and his last breath.
You ready for Team Flash to take down the bad guys again?
The best episode we've done this year is the one I directed, episode 319, The Flash, Once and Future Flash. In that, there's this moment where we put our hands together and we do. Oh. Remember? Let's do it for these people. Ready? And Team Flash.
Team Flash.
Watching how excited Tom Felton, the person, got to play Julian Albert, the character,
Team Flash,
and how excited he was to be a member of Team Flash. It was one of the salient highlights of season 3 for me, watching this guy be excited about something we were doing together as a group.
Did you see?
No, wait, no!
After my first episode, my manager was like, so how was it? I'm like, it was like amazing, you know? I was just like a schoolgirl. I was just beaming because the cast is amazing. The crew's amazing. Everyone's so sweet, and I feel like everyone's so grateful for the opportunity to be telling this story and to be here working with one another.
Visual 33, take one. Hey, Mark.
I'm a fan. That was like episode 8 or 9 where I first went into the Cortex, and everyone was like, and I was like, oh my God, we're in the Cortex.
We're in the Cortex.
The energy's amazing, and they were so welcoming to me. And I was a little nervous, but they just, with open arms, welcomed me in, and that was really nice.
Surprise, surprise, everybody. Little tag for the beginning of Season 4, the end of Season 3. I like the connective tissue they always provide, so I'm going to explain what's going on behind the scenes. There is a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. That's going to be going on all summer, but this week there's a special Wonder Woman ticket giveaway going on. I'll name a new winner for that at the end of this video. So you guys want to know what's going on with Season 4 first. I'll talk about the Season 3 post-mortem stuff. The behind the scenes is really cool as they start to set up for Season 4. But there's a really highly structured way that they produce this show. So right now, they're finishing their break. Like, it's Memorial Day in the United States, so it's a national holiday. So most people are on vacation, but what's happening is after that's over in the next couple of days, the writers come back in, they start breaking the Season 4 story, and then they have the idea, like they break the idea of Savitar before Season 3. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if Flashpoint led to the idea of a time remnant version of Barry deciding that his existence was more valid than Barry's, and decided that the ultimate way to get rid of his pain would be to become a god, and what would that do to the characters? So they break ideas like that. So whatever the big theme of Season 4 is going to be, however Season 3 is going to change the characters, that's what they'll decide in the next couple of weeks. Then they'll sit down and start writing the scripts. Then they meet with the actors, they talk about their character arcs, so they break out the big story first, then they break out character arcs like what's going to happen to Barry this season, what's going to be happening to Iris, what's going to happen to Tom Cavanaugh because we killed HR, are we going to bring back Harrison Wells from Earth 2 for the entire season? What's going to be happening to Julian? Is he going to stick around for the entire season just for Caitlin? And Caitlin is probably the biggest change because this will be the first season that we won't have somebody that's permanently on Team Flash at the end of the season and the beginning of the season. She said, I'm going to go off and figure my stuff out. She'll be back. Oh yeah, for sure. She will definitely be back. But I totally love all of the time jump theories that you guys are throwing at me. So if you don't watch The Walking Dead, they've been talking about how there's going to be a jump in time between this season and the next season. And wouldn't it be crazy if The Flash did something like that, like they picked up at the beginning of Season 4, and it's 5 years later, 5 years that Barry has been gone and stuck in the Speed Force, instead of just being the normal 3 months that usually passes between seasons. So while that is completely intriguing, there's no evidence to support that they're actually going to do that. So do think about that though, because in the comics, what happened after Barry died is that Wally West was the Flash for many, many years, almost 20 plus years before they brought Barry Allen back. Mid-80s Crisis death to early 2000s Jeff Johns rebirth and the official return of Barry Allen. So the only reason that I don't think that they're going to go that hardcore is just the way they treated Flashpoint on the TV show, and they accomplished it with one episode. I think there was a little bit of disappointment with that, so that's when they address stuff like that, when they're breaking the new season. Hey, we did this big Flashpoint arc, but people were kind of upset that we billed it as Flashpoint, but it only lasted for a single episode. So if we're going to do a big comic book thing like the Speed Force storm, Barry Allen being stuck in that Speed Force prison, we better find a more rewarding way to pay that off. What's happened to Barry while he's been in there? They said that it's hell. Will he come back a changed man? That's actually the more important thing. And then what'll happen is a couple weeks before Comic-Con, sometime in June, they actually start shooting that first episode. If you remember, way back to the beginning of season 3, we actually started seeing pictures of them on set. We started seeing Instagram posts. We saw a lot of the photographers that camped the set posting pictures of the rival. Everyone's like, oh my God, is this the new big bad? And there's Wally West in the Flash costume. What's going on? It was crazy. Even the producers came out and they're like, no, this is the rival. Savitar, the big villain, won't make his appearance for a while. So just expect the exact same thing to happen this summer. We'll get a tease for people walking around on set. We'll finally see Grant Gustin on set. What I'm expecting is that just because it's such a big thing that Barry's stuck in the Speed Force, is that when they pick up in episode 1, Wally will have been the Flash for at least the last couple of months, and it'll be like Flashpoint picking up, where he and Iris work as a team. They have everybody at Star Labs. Caitlin is still off on her own, and then things start to happen that lay circumstances that provide for Barry's return, as well as all the craziness of season 3. Because the Flashpoint twist was what set off Savitar, set off the rival when they got to episode 2, so just don't be surprised if it's episode 2 before Barry is back in action normally. But regardless of how he shows up in episode 1, I'm expecting some rebirth twist where he's sort of like a force ghost for Wally and other speedsters. I need a tether, please help me get back. And then he doesn't actually physically appear till like the very end of the episode or the beginning of episode 2. But you'll see Grant Gustin's stuff happening in the first episode. There will be almost 0 episodes of The Flash in its entire run where you never see or hear Barry Allen. But I have got a surprising number of questions this week about whether or not Grant Gustin is leaving the show. No, that's not how the CW shows work. He's a series regular. He signed a contract for 7 seasons, just like Stephen Amell did. So whatever might come after that, who knows? But until then, he is going to be around for the long haul. The really cool post-mortem on the season 3 stuff is that you start to see the actors participating more in the actual production of the show. Like if you go back and you watch season 1 Iris stuff, it feels so different from Candace Patton now. She's actually becoming a little more involved in what her character is doing. Tom Cavanaugh is actually directing episodes now, which I think is really cool. When you have a situation like that where someone's friend is directing them, like he's really close with the rest of the cast, in addition to being an amazing actor himself and a really good director, you just get much better performances out of everyone. So expect him to direct a couple more episodes during season 4. And then obviously there's all the big teaser about the big action set pieces, the Super Animal Suicide Squad episode that they'll probably be doing sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like their big 2-part Gorilla City style episode. Like episode 13 and 14, each season tends to be a big 2-part episode like that. That would probably be the place to put that, but they tend to not sleep on their biggest stuff. So if they have some big Suicide Squad stuff planned, we'll probably at least hear about that before then. But I'm expecting season 4 to largely be rogue-based, most of the villains coming from Earth 1, but we still have Earth 19 because Gypsy's still around. There'll be more people from there. We'll still have Earth 2 people that will pop up. So we're getting to the point on the show where they just have more pools to pick from in terms of characters. So there was a character that got killed off, like HR from Earth 19. You still have plenty more in the multiverse to pick from if you want to bring someone new on. But there's a whole bunch more stuff coming this week. I know a lot of you have asked me to do a video for the Supergirl finale. What I'll probably do next is answer a couple more big questions about Flash twists, like why Wally still has powers, things like that. That'll post tomorrow. But I also wanted to do a finale ranking, just ranking the Flash finale against Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, because I know a lot of you had opinions about that. Congratulations to the latest giveaway winner, Shark P. John 7. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. My non-spoilery Wonder Woman review will be up in a couple hours. You can click here for that. I'll update the link whenever I post that. And you can click here for more Flash Season 4. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.